Whoa. 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 Tap in with your kinfolk, you building a knot. Got the keys to the city when the city is locked. Open your mind, you can see the culture defined. Through the music and lifestyle, get deep in the lines. Seeking you find, we just want our people to shine. On that platform, you can rewind. This is bigger than some content, you can decide. That the keys to the city podcast is a vibe. Tap in.
What's going on, Kinfollllk? Welcome back. Key to the City podcast, man. Did you miss me? It's your favorite Kinfolk, Keone G. I know it's been a minute, big dog, but we have been out trying to get our mind right. We got to get our R&R, man. Bounce back, come with a whole different other strategy to hit y'all with for season 4, man. Y'all wore me out the first 3 seasons, so I said if I'm going to come back, I got to come back strong, come back organized. And you know how it goes, the same as we did the previous season. We're going to keep bringing you quality content, quality guests. And today is no different. We jumping the season off with my man, one of the up-and-coming comedians, influencers, content creators, one of the young kings in the game right now coming up, getting his name, man. And he's doing this thing in the comedy game. We're going to find out more about him, more about his journey thus far, what he's looking to accomplish in the future. And we just want to give him a warm welcome here on Key to the City podcast, man. He's also doing this thing outside of the comedy game. He is the face of the Opal's Walk for Freedom for Opal Lee. It's a virtual walk. That's a virtual event that he'll be the face of. So y'all definitely check him out, support that event. And without further ado, man, let's get into it. Let's welcome to the city my kinfolk, Marquis, aka Cooper So Crazy. Cooper,
yo,
what's going on, big dog?
Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Cooper So Crazy. We checking in live, dog.
That's it, man. Welcome to Key to the City, bro. I'm glad to have you.
Yeah, I appreciate you for having me on here, brother.
How your day going so far?
Man, it's going pretty good. I just got out of work, so had to get out of work, had to come rushing, change clothes, and we on here just like this, straight up. So,
well, we appreciate the hustle, man. The grind don't stop, and we supporting everything you do. So I wanted to bring you on and introduce you to my audience, my kinfolk, man. Let them become more acquainted with you and your journey. And maybe your journey can inspire one of my kinfolks out there to do the same thing you're doing. Because a lot of us, we won't make a move till we see somebody else doing something. So just tell my kinfolk a little about where you're from. Where you're born, where you raised up at?
Man, I'm from a little small city. It's called Marietta, Arkansas. It's about 5,000 people. So I grew up in the country, and then I transitioned out to the city. So I grew up in the country and in Dallas. So I got the city in, man. I got a little. I most
got
definitely
a little bit of both.
Yeah, I definitely got the country. I got both of them. Everything give me. So that's a little about me. And
how long you been out in Dallas?
So I'm back and forth. I'm like half of my family stays out there. So sometimes I'm back in Arkansas, sometimes I'm back in Dallas. So majority of the time, if I'm not working, I'm back in Dallas. And so it's kind of 50-50. So
yeah. You come from a big family?
Yeah, I got a lot of family. I got family all over the world. I ain't even gonna lie. I definitely
a lot
got
of
family.
Jokesters, multiple. You got a lot of characters in there.
I do. Everything start from my mama. That's where it really started from. Yeah.
What most comedians get it from their daddy on that slick side, but see, you say mama gave it to you.
Yeah, mama gave it to me. My daddy, he more of like my dad is a pastor, and he's more like a I'm trying to think of the word. Like my daddy, he real smart. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not saying my mom not smart, but
right.
My dad really not funny like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he could, but he not. That ain't his lane. You know what I'm saying? So, but my mom on the other end, that's definitely where everything came from. So,
see, we got that in common. I'm a PK2, preacher's kid. So they say we the worst ones, man. But I don't think I'm that bad.
I was just gonna tell you that. Every time somebody, you a PK? Man, come on, y'all gonna do me like that? Y'all really gonna be stereotypical with me like that? Come on,
right. So, were you a class clown coming up?
Nah, not really. My granny down in the country, my granny was a school teacher, but she ended up retiring. She was an English teacher for about 35 years. So everybody knew my granny. So I really couldn't cut up for real. I used to, I had to do stuff, you know what I'm saying? But I couldn't really cut up like I wanted to. So I had to, I made sure I was, doing my work and in class on time and all that. I wasn't really messed up by being on class clown. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, what inspired you to get in the game or actually become a content creator on the comedic side of things? Because I know most comedians they used to have a class clown background or something like that, but they also say comedians, some of your most successful comedians had like messed up childhoods as well. So what do you think inspired you to get in the comedy game?
Really, we've been doing this our whole life. Down in the country, we ain't really, man, I'm trying to put it together. Like, down in the country, you really don't have access to a lot of things. But I was blessed enough, you know what I'm saying, to be able to travel and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm probably like one out of all my friends and stuff that really just travel whenever I got ready. But everybody in the country is funny. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna just say this: every black person is funny, and I'm not being like racially profiled, but every I know has some type of comedic background or something. Even though it might not say, "Oh, you a comedian," just because it don't say that you a comedian on paper, that don't mean you're not funny. Like every black person I know literally is funny. So, back in the country, we really didn't know anything about creating content, even though we did a lot of, just didn't really know about the YouTube and all the other, everything else. So, really, we really been funny our whole life.
I agree that we as black people are naturally funny, but do you believe that because you're naturally funny that you could be a comedian? Because all that kikiing around the house, your folks might be dying laughing, but I tell you some shit and you just give me a straight face. What you think about that?
Nah, it just depends. So if you're doing stand-up, I'm gonna let y'all know stand-up is different. You might go on stage, you might go on stage and you got all your jokes wrote out. You'd have been practicing all night, but when you get on stage, you forgot everything. So you might have to come out the head with something, you know what I'm saying? So it's real different.
Yeah.
And my first time doing stand-up, I was nervous. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I lost everything. I had to find another way to make the crowd laugh, and it ended up being an okay show. You know what I'm saying? So, that's really that. So,
well, I'm glad you brought up the stand-up aspect of it, because you're really coming up in a time in your generation that people are entering the comedy game by different means. Back in the day, you used to have to hit every comedy club, travel across the country. But now with social media, you basically have your own platform. But with you talking about the stand-up, a lot of these older comedians, they give a lot of the younger guys flack because the younger guys didn't necessarily cut their teeth by performing in front of people. They mainly did it by creating content. So, so do you believe it's a difference between being able to be funny as a content creator versus going out there and be able to do stand-up? Because a few have been able to make that transition. Ha Davis, Carlos Miller, but he was originally a comedian. DC Youngfly, Desi. Yeah. So do you think as a content creator, you're naturally able to do stand-up, or what do you think?
I really feel like it is natural, but a lot of people it's like a blockage in their mind. You know what I'm saying? Because they think just because they go on stage one time and they didn't do well that time, they really think like, you know what I'm saying? So that's really the main issue. But it's really out of what you think you can do. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people, don't limit yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody else tell you what you can't do. You know what I'm saying? Because people will in your ear all the time and try to damn you and tell you what you can't do. But if you listen, then you fall into that trap. You know what I'm saying? So I really just feel like it's all in your mind. That's what I tell everybody. I feel like if you go on stage and know that you finna rock the stage, that's what you finna do. You know what I'm saying? But if you if you if your mind that I ain't gonna be able to do this, it's what it's gonna be. So your mind gonna dictate every next move. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at everything.
Facts. Now you built a nice following on several different platforms. How would you describe your comedic style, like your approach to everything? I know each comedian has their own style. Some of them don't touch certain things. Are there topics that you won't touch, or you'll go in on anything?
Yeah, I do anything. Like I'm more like online. I really ain't never.
Yeah.
I thought about doing more like stand up, but I'm more like online sensation. You know what I'm saying? I really never really being a stand up comedian. So, but I'm sure I could do it. And yeah, so my online presence is just really how I navigated from just grinding from different
Well, what's
styles,
your
you know.
thought? I'm sorry to interrupt. I was just gonna say, well, what's your thought on like cancel culture? Because you touch certain topics, the world be ready to cancel you and your content. But it's like, do you fear any of that, or you just got to speak your mind?
I ain't really tripping. Like I feel like you're not putting no money in my pocket. You can't. Or your opinion really don't matter to me. I'm one of the. I guess I'm really the chosen one for real. I'm probably one of the few ones left that's. I'm gonna really speak my mind. Like if I feel like that's what it is, that's what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Because society today, they reflect off of social media and media, and they feel like everything is just so. I don't know. It's like so mixed up. Like everybody be scared to have a voice. If you got a voice, you better use it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared. Like people gonna talk to you. They gonna talk about you to the day that you die. So you might as well get ready. So me personally, like, yeah, I'm gonna say whatever, like, you know, and then like my friends personally, I let them know straight up. We ain't doing we not no crab in the buckets. We not sugarcoat nothing. I'm finna let you know straight up, because at the end of the day, I wouldn't be a good friend if I lied to you and told you what I wanted you to hear instead of what you needed to hear. You know what I'm saying? So that's really my whole intake on the social media now. I don't care. Like I'm gonna say whatever.
I feel it. Key to the City podcast. We got my man Coop So Crazy in the city with us. Who are some of the comedians that you look up to? That make you crack up?
Probably Cat Williams. That's right. That's really like my number one person. Yeah. My boy D-Ray Davis, man. Shout out to my boy D-Ray.
Shout out D-Ray.
Shout out to my boy E-Realist. I don't think you ever saw him, called Uncle Daddy.
That Uncle Daddy sound familiar, but I had to check him out, man.
Yeah, Uncle Daddy. Yeah, he funny. Like I look up to him. Comedian Jesse McDonald, he got cerebral palsy. You probably have seen him all over the internet.
Yeah.
Who else? Chinaz Myron Jewel. He do the skits where his girlfriend always catch him cheating and stuff. So I'm pretty sure you probably didn't. You just seen him probably a couple. Yeah. So I got a couple people from New Orleans. My boy Corey with the K. Rob Kaiser, he played in a Boosie movie. He played the daddy in a Boosie movie. I kind of look up to those people. But I really look up to myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna be honest. a lot of those comedians, they won't throw you the bone. Not saying I'm trying to piggyback off anybody. I got my own motion, you know what I'm saying? But like some of those people like are way older than me, and they won't help you. I'm gonna be honest. I'm being honest. They won't help you.
That's
they
real.
Want you to, they want you to get how they live. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was flipped around, I wouldn't mind helping them. I wouldn't mind putting you on my platform and let's get this money together. But you know,
there you go.
Black people it's crazy.
You know how it go with us sometimes, man. We just sometimes we don't want to share the ingredients because we think you're gonna steal the whole recipe. But nah, it's nothing like that. You gotta reach back and pull the other one up. But it's like we try to hold on to things. So I said, if I experience the same thing with trying to build this platform, so I think it just comes with the territory, brother. Definitely don't let it discourage you. I don't think you the type that would let it discourage you anyway. So just keep pushing on that. What do you define as success for yourself? I know it's different for everybody, but what will you, when you hit a certain point, what will be success for you?
Man, I've been blessed my whole life, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't the money aspect of it, because money don't change me. You know, I kind of grew up with money already, you know what I'm saying? And money won't change, but really just being able to just help my family, you know what I'm saying? That's probably real success to me. Like just being able to help my family and put them in, you know, different positions. My little cousins, my little sisters, put them in positions so where they ain't gotta scuffle and do all this extra stuff just to make it. You know what I'm saying? So that's really my main. I want my little sisters like, oh, that's my big brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to really take care of my sisters and my mom and my grandmother, you know, and my dad and stuff like that. So that's really, when I hear success, that's really all I'm aiming for real. So
that's big, man. That's big. I love that mindset, brother. Now, not only do you create content for yourself, but you also help write or create content for others, right?
Yep.
Tell us a little more about that.
Well, a lot of my, so I got a homegirl named Amira Simone. You seen her, Lil Duval had ended up reposting her video, and she took out just like that. But that's my girl. Me and her been doing skits for a long time, but all of the skits I done like kind of wrote out for her or for us together, you know what I'm saying, is they done went crazy. I didn't have videos where I said, let's do this right here, and it hit 11 million views. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't really try to take credit for it. I just, if you my friend, I want you to treat me the same way I'm treating you. Like, let's do this together. It ain't gotta be like, I help you do this, now I need you to. Nah, it ain't none of that. We a team. So, you know, if we a team, let's do it together and let's just keep going. So yeah, Amira Simone, one of my comedian partners, Jesse McDonough. We was just down in Miami. You know Kerwin Claiborne?
Of course, SIP. He from the SIP. I'm from Mississippi originally, but yeah.
Yeah, that's my guy. We were just in Miami probably like a month ago for a comedy show, and I was my partner. He say, you need to go ahead and start doing stand up. I'm like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? So he like, tell me some jokes. And, you know what I'm saying? He was in the car rolling the whole time. He like, I might have to pay you to write some of my jokes. You know what I'm saying? So it be the little things like I really just, you know, thank God. I really just thank God for giving me a mind to think beyond, you know what I'm saying? Because I can't do nothing my own self. So I thank God for really just mind and elevate my mind and making my mind like be like real creative. You know, I kind of think about what other people are not doing skit wise, and I'll try to embed that in mine. So every time it's like a hit. It's gonna hit every time because I ain't trying to do what everybody else doing. I'm doing what I know. You know what I'm saying? So
how you come up with your ideas? Do you try to stick with something current or whatever come to the dome?
Really, whatever come to the head. Like, we don't write our skits. We do them straight like I tell all my friends, like, you go outside right now, even on your job, if you go to the grocery store, you see something, that's a skit. You know what I'm saying? So, and you just really add your own twist to it, and bam, you might be fired the next day. That's just really how it works. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't take ideas from nobody. Like, we come up with our own stuff all the time, and I've been getting millions of views since like 2021. So I'm really just ready to keep grinding and elevate. So,
would you be interested in acting?
Oh yeah. So me and my brother, I've been in a couple of movies, like a background actor.
Yeah.
But but we working on it now. So we really thinking about, me and my brother, we gonna have a YouTube channel together, and that's the end goal as well. Try to get into a couple of movies and probably make our own movie as well. Me and my brother got kind of coming out. It's like he's playing like an autism character, but it's funny. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
we gonna after that, we're gonna try to push that into a movie. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it's really gonna, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's about the acting and all that. So,
bro, I wish I would have had you on here last year. I think it was last year. It might have been. We might be 2 years out now, but I think it was last year. The Will Smith Chris Rock incident. First, I just want to know, as a comedian, as a comedian, what are your thoughts on that? From the perspective of one, someone walking up on stage, and then two, from the perspective of, I guess, two black men in front of all these white folks on national TV, they resorted to this. Really just your whole thoughts around it. What would you do if you was in Chris Rock position?
I ain't gonna lie, Chris Rock, he ain't do what he's supposed to be did. That just, hey, ain't no way a grown man finna come on stage and slap me. I don't care, hey, how many people in the building. You know what I'm saying?
You say you finna shut the show down.
I don't really be getting into that. I'm like a spiritual type of being, so I already be knowing what be going on in the sense of Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really get into it because most of the time it's like a show. It's for the media. You know what I'm saying? It's everything be lies and gimmicks and stuff. So I don't really get into it. But you know, if I would have got slapped on stage, ain't nobody finna slap me on stage, and I ain't finna do nothing. I'm just gonna be honest. So.
Facts. Well, bro, tell me a little bit more about the Opal's Walk for Freedom. You're gonna be the face of that virtual event. Tell me what's going on with that, so my people can check that out.
Okay, so this is gonna be my first time really probably like headlining an event on this type of caliber. So Miss Opal Lee, never heard of Miss Opal Lee. She is the grandmother of Juneteenth. She's been around Barack Obama, really all of the presidents. When Joe Biden signed like a deed or a bill or something, he ended up giving her his pen. You know what I'm saying? So things like that is kind of entices is really major for the Black community. Miss Opal Lee has did a lot of things in the community. She's 94 years old, and she's been kind of pressing towards unity and stuff like this her whole life. So we really just want to get everybody on the same page, especially people of our color. You know what I'm saying? Because we seem to depart from each other a lot. You know, we always turn each other down, but we do got a flip side where we have a lot of people. We're starting to kind of gain respect from each other a little more now. So you see us kind of helping each other out a little bit more, which is, you know, what we're really aiming for. So this virtual walk, we're trying to get people from all over the world. I'm trying to get the sororities and fraternities to kind of join in with me. I'm not in a fraternity or anything like that, but I do have a lot of friends embedded in those societies and everything. This event as well will be hosted on NBC nationwide. So we need everybody to tune in. We need everybody to just get out your chair on Juneteenth and just take a walk with us. I will be streaming live my own self. So if anybody else sees this, I definitely would like for them to join in on my social media as well with me, and we can collab on there. Probably stay on for about 30 seconds, and I can, kind of ask around and ask some questions just to see if they are actually getting up and walking for Juneteenth. You know what I'm saying? So that's really the whole element behind Miss Opal's walk, just to create unity. And this quote, it always stays in my head. So we're free. We're not free until we all are free. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
Because some of us are still, I'm gonna say, brainwashed. I'm just gonna be honest. We still brainwashed, but we coming out of that element. You know what I'm saying? So one day I really feel like we all gonna be on the same page. So we just want to bring unity to the Black community, and let's all get together and walk for Miss Opal Lee, and just celebrate us. This is just. Some people ask me, was it just in Texas? No, this ain't just in Texas. We trying to get this nationwide. We want everybody to pitch in and come walk with us. So it's gonna be 2.5 miles, and I think it'll be great. So
most definitely, man. Anytime we have an opportunity to unite as a culture, as a community, we definitely need to take advantage of it. And what better way than doing it for Miss Opal Lee and Juneteenth? So y'all make sure y'all take part in that and support this brother on all his platforms. Speaking of social media, is CoopSoCrazy your handle on all your platforms?
CoopSoCrazy, that's my name. I'll tell her, that's my name. Don't wear it out. That's me.
His mama call him Coop. I'ma call him Coop. Coop So
Yes,
Crazy.
Sir.
Well, Kinfolk, we glad you stopped by, brother. And before you go, give me your top 5 comedians of all time, dead or alive.
Okay. Hold on. Before I get to that, I have one more thing. I'm sorry. So, in the event of Juneteenth, we are having, probably the week after that, we are having a taste of Juneteenth. So it'll start on July 1st from 1 to 9. We got food. It's gonna be in Panther Island, out in Fort Worth, Texas. We're gonna have food, African soul food, barbecue, anything you can name. So if you're not doing anything, help us come out and let's eat. You know what I'm saying? Let's come together and eat. And we are also having a barbecue cook-off starting on June 30th and ending on July 1st. There will be money prizes as well as other prizes as well for the top 5 people. So if you think you a fool on that grill, come on down there. Yeah.
Come show your skills.
Yeah, show your skills. You can win. Come out and win you a prize. Come out and win some money. I know everybody needs some extra money sometimes. So if you think you got what it takes to be a grill master, bring it on. And we'll have more details about that as well.
All right. And I definitely keep my audience posted on that. So I'll be looking out for it.
Yes, sir. So we're going to go to the top 5 comedians, huh?
Yeah, dead or alive.
I'm going to say Cat Williams. That's my dog.
Got Cat in there.
I got Cat. That's for me, that's number 1. I ain't even. Number 2, I say Bernie Mac. Number 3. Let me see. Number 3. I say Mike Epps.
Okay.
Number 3.
Give me 2 more.
Number 4, I say probably Chris Tucker.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 5. Comedian. Ain't too many comedians I really like. Number 5, I'm gonna say my boy. Number 5, I'm just gonna say my boy comedian Jesse McDonald. Like I enjoy it. We from the same city. We from the same city, so I really enjoy like listening and going traveling with him a lot. So I'm just gonna say comedian Jesse McDonald. That's my favorite person. So and that's probably in the order I would go for. So
I rock with it. I rock with it. Shout out those top 5, man. Shout out to all them guys. And like I stated, brother, we're glad you stopped by our platform today. You do now have the key to the city, and this key opens doors to all the cities in America, man. So you straight on that tip, brother. And any final words you got for my audience?
And y'all just stay tuned and make sure y'all follow me on all social medias. CoopSoCrazy. I've been working, so I really ain't had time to put a lot of content out. But I'm about to leave. I'm in Kansas right now, actually. So I'm about to leave here probably this weekend, and we got that content coming y'all way. Like we finna really put it on y'all. Just keep on watching. Y'all gonna. You might take an L, but that don't mean you gotta fail. You know what I'm saying? So you take an L, you just gotta keep on rising up and keep grinding until you win. You're gonna win eventually, though. So
that's it, man. Y'all better take it to heart, man. Consistency is the key. You heard it right here from your boy Keone G and my dog Coop So Crazy in the building. I appreciate y'all tuning in. This is season 4, man. We off to a great start. Y'all go support this Black King, man. Support him on all platforms. Make sure y'all attend Oprah Lee's Walk Freedom. Support Juneteenth. Support all the events he got coming up, man. And we out this thing. Peace, love, blessings. We out.
Sure.